I'm Tara Oracle, and I had a salad tonight from Chick-fil-A. It's pretty good. It was pretty good. Only 600 calories. I liked it. So there we go. All right, waiting for people to join. What is up? How are you doing tonight? How is Tuesday treating you? Is Tuesday being nice to you? Is Tuesday being nice to you? Annie, what is going on? How are you doing? Anna, we got the two Anns. What is up? What's Sabi? And Sathandra, what is going on? Can you be added? Sure, ask your question, Anna. There is no list. It's all random. It's all random. You never know what you're going to get. Wolf, what is going on? Sathandra, Fun One, hello. How are you doing? Missy Joy, hello. What is up? Yeah, there's a lot of people in here already. What is happening, everyone? We're checking it out. We made our goal, so we hit our 3K on the Kickstarter, so it's looking pretty good. So there we go. Bartman, what is going on? What is next for Aundrea and I? Well, there you go. We can check that out in just a minute. Speaking of Kickstarter, I actually have another card done. So this is the Two of Cups. I got a little seal or walrus, or I don't know what that is. I got a little thing there. So he's juggling the pentacles, and I think it looks pretty good. The face looks terrible, but I'll fix it in Photoshop. So you got some nice shading. Some nice shading there and some nice animals. So there you go. All right, put that over here. All right, Christina, what is going on? Lady, hello, how are you doing? CM, what's up? Nexus, it's good to see you as well. Well, cool. All right, Dallas, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? All right, and Raina, what is up? Okay, let's see, what's coming for me in June? What's next for Aundrea and I? Sathandra, let's check that out and see what's going on with that there. Okay, let's see, that's SC. Aundrea and I. Aundrea and I, what is next? What is next? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Who knows what it's going to be? Let's check it out. Why is Norton having a permanent pop-up? The Norton pop-up is never going away. I have to manually click it, and I don't know why it does that. It has to have a reason. Maybe it wants my attention. Maybe it wants a hug. Maybe Norton gets lonely running on the computer, and it wants a hug. It's like I haven't had any attention whatsoever. Jocelyn, what is going on? All right. So let's check that out. What is next? What is going on? What is happening with that? Looks like we have a bit of a stall with Aundrea and I. I think we're trying to get into a space where we have some water. All right, let's get some water. Bartman, are you going to the reverse nights video? Yes, I am. Unfortunately, I got involved. So I got like literally obsessed today trying to make this card. So I don't know. I spent too much time on it and I'm late on a video. That's how it goes. How will my trip go this weekend? Jocelyn, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Maybe it likes to be annoying. I think Norton does like to be annoying. Anyway, Aundrea and I, we have this feel of fire. We have this double fire. We have the night bursting through with flames, with all of this action. So I think things started up. I think things are looking up. I think things moved rather quickly. And we have this sort of a slowdown now as well. So things are calming down. We had a heavy, maybe a hot and heavy start. Maybe we had some information come that sort of, one of those feels where we feel like maybe it's a soulmate. I'm all excited. I'm literally thrilled about that stuff. We saw stability too. In addition, we're sort of guided into this relationship. But after all of that, it seems that things have sort of slowed down. We're getting a bit more relaxed. Things maybe are stalled, things maybe are delayed, but we are sort of in that relaxed mode where things just aren't as big of a priority. It seems maybe it's stalled out, maybe we have some problems, maybe we ran into some issues, but the kite being reversed again points us to there's just this ability to just take it calmer or take a break or something like that. If you're looking at what's next, we have sort of a stoppage of movement, basically. So I mean, things were going pretty well. Then we have a stoppage of movement. Things sort of stalled out. And I think that's where you're sort of looking at the next step here is that stall. What you want to do from there is up to you, but we do have that stall. What is going on, Missy? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Why are you still haunted? You're still haunted by a Leo. Well, that's no good at all. Well, I mean, that could be good. How will my trip go this weekend? Hot wants to know. Jocelyn, let's check that out. Yeah, I've been obsessed with painting lately. I mean, you know, I get obsessed with stuff. I like painting. There's good. Okay, this weekend's trip. Let's find out about that going. What's going on? Paula, speaking of what's going on, and let's check that out. I think for a trip, what is my default trip? I like the slow tarot. I gotta say, I do like the slow tarot for trips. The fact that the font is impossible to read because it's light, it's gradient, and it's heavy cursive is sort of a, you know, it's sort of a bummer. It's sort of a bummer. I'm gonna have to say that now. It is. It's a bit of that bummer. But it's still a good deck. I feel like that I want to just get the deck, write my own notes on it, or something like that. I have no idea. We're on cookies. I'm pretty good at making snickerdoodles. I'm pretty good at that. And banana pudding. Those two things I can make. And that's the only food I can make at all. Donato Farmer, welcome. What is going on? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's look at this window here. About the trip. The Ten of Swords says something's wrong. Something is wrong with the trip. Something's wrong with the trip. The Ten of Swords into Judgment. It's like, was the trip canceled? Was it delayed? Do we have something weird happened with it? But the Ten of Swords points to a bit of the problem with the trip. It's almost like maybe it wasn't going to happen. At some point, we had some drama associated with it, but that's sort of cleared up now. Speaking of cleared up, let me up the brightness a little bit with this deck especially. And the saturation, and there we go. Looks much better. I think things have cleared up. Judgment says it's almost like the trip restarted. We have an opportunity to restart with that. The Ten of Coins, the trip is looking better in the world. So again, we have sort of this rough start, but then it goes well. So I don't see anything bad with the trip. It looks fantastic. Judgment, the rebirth of the trip, almost like that we're replanning it. We're getting that opportunity set up, getting that opportunity in there. The Ten of Coins is going to be a good trip. We have a nice sort of setup. Everybody is going good. We are moving towards that. The world, there are a lot of opportunities with it. So it's going to be something that you can look forward to, something that's going to go fairly smoothly. So we do have that smoothness now that it started. But again, we have that the resurface or the rebirth of the trip, which could mean, I mean, you have the Ten of Swords followed by Judgment. We could be in a situation where the trip was delayed or canceled and then restarted. So it gives you that rebirth feel there. But overall, it is looking good. It is looking good. As long as you use authentic Nilla wafers, you have to. Banana pudding is literally nothing without Nilla wafers, period. I mean, I'm just saying. That's how I got to be 410 pounds, by the way. Okay. MJ wants to know, haunted by a Leo. Will it stop? What is going on with that Leo? What is going on with that Leo? All right. Bartman asks, do you have other rival tarot reader YouTubes who compete with you on YouTube? No. All the other tarot readers on YouTube, I love them. I don't think there's competition. I think we support each other. So I don't really see, so somebody's reading on YouTube, I see that as somebody to support. I see that as my friend. I don't see that as competition. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's just my personal perspective there, but I see other people. I want them to succeed and I want them to have fun. And, you know, I don't really see competition. I guess if we were in a more competitive field like sports or something, maybe, but this is not competitive. I mean, this is metaphysical. We're all here to support each other. We're all here to hang out. We're all here for the same goal. So just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. I imagine there's somebody that thinks the opposite, but I think that they're all my friends. Okay, let's figure out about this Haunted by a Leo. Tonight's theme is indeed cookies. Nilla wafers. Yeah, I really can't have that anymore. The blood pressure, the attacks that I was having sort of eliminated the Nilla wafers for me. It sort of put the Nilla wafers behind there. We gotta put those behind us now. I can have that memory of Nilla wafers in my head, you know? There you go. Jen Noel wanted to use the Star Tarot. Well, there you go. So we're haunted by this one, the Eight of Wands. We want to take action on this. Strength, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords. I think that it is a missed opportunity feel. So we have a missed opportunity. In other words, you saw that you made some mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're trying to get strength. We know what those mistakes are. If we could rewind time, if we could figure out how to go back in time and redo the relationship, I think that you have a bunch of ideas now. Fun Ones King, hello, what is going on? Thank you for your donation. All right, so we do have, it seems like we want to go back in time. We want to get the save file for the video game and load it up and load that up. But the Eight of Wands says that we really can't do that. But you want to take action on that. I think at bottom line, you want to take some action on that and go back. The Ten of Wands, again, is sort of burdening you. You have that idea. You know what happened. I think that you know what you would do differently and make it. I think that you also have this overestimated or this rose-colored glasses idea of the relationship, sort of moving all of the negative away and bringing all the positive to the forefront. And that's not really realistic. But Strength says we have that sort of that fantasy, or we have that wish that we could go back and try it again and give it, because you feel like this is a person that could have been your soulmate. You feel like that's very sort of somebody you could have been passionate with, somebody you could have been passionate about, somebody who could have worked out for a long-term soulmate type feel. The Eight of Swords, though, you do feel sort of boxed in. You don't feel like you have a lot of control as well. But, I mean, overall, you just have to let go at some point. If it's over, it's over. If you really want to contact them and try or whatever, then you can try that. But, I mean, overall, you have to move on, and you are haunted by the mistakes. You're haunted by how the relationship went, and you think that you could rewind and try it again. But, you know, I mean, that's really not possible. It's not possible. Philippe, what is going on? Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate that. What is up, Philippe said? There's nothing much. Hanging out here on a Tuesday. Will I see Reginald between now and July? That's about a month. That is about a month. DF. Seeing Reggie next, well, not this month. Next month. Oh my God, the lag. Seeing Reggie next month. Are we going to do that? Is Reggie coming around? Is Reggie knocking on the door sometime soon? Let's try. Let's try the Light Seers. That's going to be a good one there. That is going to be a good one there. All right, Missy, you're dead on. You're so good. Thank you so much, Missy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Missy. By the way, we made our goal. We made our Kickstarter goal. Our Kickstarter goal. We made it. Thank you, everybody, for helping me make that Kickstarter goal. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We're going to get your cards. We're going to make them amazing and beautiful. It's going to be the most gorgeous deck you have ever seen. Not literally, but, you know, as far as I'm concerned, because I made it. I think it is, but I'm a bit biased. I mean, I'm a bit biased there. There is that. There is that. So let's check it out. See if we're going to hang out with Reggie in the next month. Page of Cups is looking bad. Nine of Swords is looking bad. King of Pentacles is looking bad. The Nine of Cups is looking good. So let's see what we're doing here. We got mixed messages. Mixed messages. The Nine of Cups into the Page of Cups. It's like that we have negative communication. So when we get to, by the way, I mean, you've already seen the page video, the reverse page video. When we're getting into the pages, we're talking about messages and stuff like that. Wolfie, hello. What is going on? Good to see you. We're talking about messages and information. And the Page of Cups being reversed almost says we have a negative message or we have a lack of an emotional message from this. And it leads us into this nightmare scenario or having nightmares or worrying. Basically, the Nine of Swords is more of a worry card than anything else. So we have that worry, we have that concern that's coming up with the Nine of Swords because of the messages about worry. So things like, it seems like we may not be seeing Reggie. And the King of Pentacles as well. That is the old retired banker. That's somebody who's extremely reliable. If you're looking for somebody to come next month, the old retired banker is that person. But the King of Pentacles being reversed again points to difficulty getting that started. Difficulty going through, difficulty getting things started. The Nine of Cups though, I think they've either made plans or you assume they've made plans. Because we have this expectation or things hovering around, right? Hovering around. We have that expectation. Is it realistic? Maybe not. I mean, we have negative messages after that. But if you're looking for a yes or no answer, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. We have messages that cause worry. And at the end, basically, I don't think that you will see Reggie next month. I think you get a message. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they're mad. Maybe they're doing other stuff. I don't know. But, you know, nothing to really be concerned about. But it looks like it may be a bit delayed. Maybe they have some work to do. Maybe work is just killing them. You know, maybe they got other things to do and it's a little delayed. But as far as before July, it looks bad. It just looks bad as far as the cards go. But again, I am just a random dude reading cards on the internet. Okay, F1K. Practice in, practice net. How can I sneak some practice in? All right, I have no idea what nautique is. Let me look it up. Let's Google that. Let's Google that. Sacred Heart Church. Let's see, a shopping mall, a public school. I have no idea what it is. It's a shopping mall or a public school. I mean, I got that part. It's one of those. It's one of those. All right, how are we gonna go to the shopping mall without our family knowing? For that one, let's do the Anna K. Got to do the Anna K tonight. We didn't do the Anna K in a couple of them. It's a magic. There you go. All right. Downtown donation Dallas. Dallas made a donation? Where? I'm looking. I'm scrolling. Dallas, did you make a donation? I'm scrolling around, trying to figure it out. Okay, it's magic. There we go. Julie, what is going on? All right. Yes, am I in touch with a past life? Dallas, let's check that out. Bethany, what is going on? It's good to see you. It is good to see all of you tonight on a Tuesday. We're sort of hanging out, reading tarot, doing artist stuff over here, being our usual selves. Our usual selves. All right. Let's figure that out. How are we going to do magic without our family knowing? Is it one of those where you have to get naked, though? You got to get naked and do a dance or make a protective circle and all that stuff. The family comes in during that. I don't know. You may need a story. All right. Thank you, Dallas. I appreciate you. You may need a story if it's one of those magic systems where you have to get naked and dance around. You might need a story. Mama, what is going on? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. So let's see about trying to sneak that in there. Justice says that you need to time it properly. I think that you know when the family's going to be, when the family is going to be coming in the door, when the family's going to be snooping around. I think you know the timing. Justice says it's all about that Libra feel, that timing feel. So do it at the right time. I mean, make that time that you're going to do it an obvious time when nobody's going to barge in and, you know, need you to help make banana pudding or cookies or cake or something. So Renee, what is going on? It's so good to see you. So yeah, just, you know, figure that out. Figure out the timing. Justice says figure out all of that timing. Now, Judgment says that you can optimize it so that you can get everything you need done in a short period of time. So the short period of time is going to be important there. So in other words, you don't want a long ceremony that's going to be 3 hours long or something. You want something a bit shorter, something a bit briefer that's going to be able to get knocked out in an evening, and something that's going to be a short period of time. So Judgment says, do things, sort of optimize it so we can do everything in a shorter period of time. Now the Magician, being reversed, says, get your tools. Tarot Magician, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm excited as well. Renee, here's my newest one, Renee. My newest one is the Two of Pentacles. I got that shading. I got that. I'll fix the face in Photoshop. I got the shading and it's got a seal. See, the seal wants to see him juggle. He's like, hey, I want to see you juggle. Okay. So, yeah, so the Magician being reversed says, watch your tools, watch out what you do, watch out that you have a space for that. In other words, you're going to shove them all in a bag under the bed or whatever. Just make sure that you get all that organized. So organize everything so it's quick, easy to get to, and you're able to grab it and put it up quickly. So you have this organized system to where you're able to do that properly. Now the Page of Pentacles as well says, watch your spending. Don't just overload on magic stuff, because when you get involved in it, it's really cool. You want a bunch of candles. Now we want, you know, some wands. Now I want some crystals. Now I want a bunch of other stuff. I'm really excited about this. But the Page of Pentacles says sort of watch that, because the more stuff that you have, the more obvious it is that something's going on. So get your necessary stuff that you need to do your rituals, to do all of that stuff. And then again, have a dedicated space for it. It's easy to get, it's easy to put away, and then you have a dedicated time. So long reading, but you get the idea. So I think with those strategies, you'll be able to practice your magic however you would like, without having the family get on you, without having the family get all over you about it. So sometimes you have to get your passion and hide it away, unfortunately. Okay. All right. Dallas, thank you again so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Dallas. Let's see. Dallas wants to know about a past life. Let's see. Let me go back to the questions, scroll around here, and get to the question. All right. The question was about, I think I should do that, join the Patreon. Oh, cool. Well, thank you. All right. So still scrolling around, trying to find Dallas's question. Let's see. This is the fun part. Am I being constricted with a past life? That's an interesting question. That would be interesting to see. Are you being yes or no kind of thing? All right. All right, let's see. Dallas. I'm right next to Dallas. That's the fun part. I'm right next to Dallas. Mona and Mimi, what is going on? How's it going? Gracia joined as well, so good to see all of you. Let's do a past life. You know, there is actually a past life deck. There's a past life deck. I had it. I don't know where. Oh, we'll just use Chiro. As a default, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Chiro. Trust in me. What is going on? So good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Please hit that like and subscribe, everybody. Please hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate you. All right, let's see, put it to disturb sign on the door. Yeah, get one of those hotel do not disturb signs, you know? And if anybody asks any questions, just say that you needed a private moment and they'll get the hint. Because, you know, sometimes people need a private moment. A private moment. A past life deck. Now, that is interesting to me. Are there past lives deck? I thought I had one. I thought I had one. That would be an interesting deck to make about a past life. So you have different realms of history sort of represented in all the tarot cards. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? A past life deck. Anyway, let's check it out. Okay, so I'm talking about, am I being constricted with a past life? Four of Cups says, well, Four of Cups, Strength, Lovers, Emperor. Well, that's a lot of majors. That's a lot of majors. I think you do have some past life experience here. We do have some past life experience here, but I don't think we're being restricted. The information that we here have is sort of like we had a substantial marriage. We had substantial relationships. I think one of the big things that you sort of got out of a past life was relationships. So it sort of bleeds into this life to where you have a lot of different soulmate opportunities. You have people that you meet that seems like you need to work out karma with. You have people that you meet that seems like I've known that person before. It's really weird, but I think I know you type thing. Julie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Ooh, small business loan. That's awesome. Let's check that out. All right. But yeah, your relationships are your key focus for past lives. You've had a lot. We've had a lot of these. The Emperor says you're able to get strength from these relationships, literally strength from these relationships, and you're able to learn from those. You're able to bring that experience, bring that learning, bring that knowledge with you on this life and use those experiences to be better or to make a difference or to have that sort of that pre-life experience as we're sort of coming into here. 5-point star, welcome. What is going on? So the Emperor says you're able to get empowerment from those experiences, and that's going to be important for you because it means not only are you not restricted or not constricted by past experiences, but you're empowered from those. The Lover says that relationships were your key. Now, Strength again says you have karma to work out, so you will be meeting a lot of these people. So as we're sort of bumping into people, as we're meeting new people, when they seem super familiar, we could be looking at maybe a couple of soulmates in this lifetime, right? Because we have 3 types of soulmates. Watch my video. Link in the, well, not link in the, I mean, hit that subscribe button for all my wild videos that we got with the soulmates. But we can use that. We can use that to recognize, watch those videos, and now you can recognize the different types of soulmates and see if we do have interactions of those types. But the Four of Cups says we do have doubts. Jancy, hello, welcome. The Four of Cups says we do have some doubts. We're wondering, you know, what is going on. We're wondering what kind of concerns, what baggage have we brought in from a previous life. But I don't think we brought in much baggage. I think most of the things we brought in is experience, empowerment, and making ourselves better via those past lives. So I see a lot of positive things and a lot of majors as well, which points to this is a major deal. You're going to see these big fluctuations in relationships due to all of the past life stuff. But anyway, thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. Okay, relationship advice. All right, let's see. I've been divorced so many times, it's probably not the best person to give relationship advice. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's see. Advice for my relationship with D. Well, I mean, that sounds dirty, but I mean, there's that. There's that. All right, we're just going to go straight from the cards because my track record for relationships is pretty bad. So we're sticking with the cards. We're going literal cards. Oh, we could use the romantic. Yeah, let's do the romantic. Romantic Victorian sounds like it. Flip over to the love screen. Everybody loves the love screen. I'm just saying. 5-point star. Should I do the audition? Will I get a gig from it? Well, there you go. There you go. People already laughing about the relationship with D. You know? Abby, what is going on? Thank you for hanging out with us. Abby Ab. Let's see. Yeah, we're sticking with the cards. Sticking with the cards. With the relationship with D. You got to have a good relationship with that D. I mean, as long as you got a good handle on that. Okay. Did I show you the money trick? Okay. All right. Let's see. Why is the font so big on the number of viewers on this particular screen? By the way, I got a haircut today. I had to go in with a mask and gloves and get the haircut. And they were decked out at the haircut place. I mean, they had almost a hazmat suit. So they had this little thing that they did where when they got the hair and they swept it up, then they had to take it into another room and stuff. It's really kind of weird. But we're going to go with it. I mean, it's really kind of awkward, but we're going to go with it. Okay, green. What is it, green? Oh, that looks awkward. Trying to find something that works on the screen. All right, well, let's go purple, I guess. I don't care. Okay, so the relationship with D. Got to get a handle on that. The star says that ultimately, you do sort of feel that you have something going, and you've had something going. It's not something where you tried to get it. We tried to get it going, and we had issues. It's almost like that you have gotten this going pretty good. You've gotten this pretty successful here. We got 3 majors out of 4 cards. So, I mean, it's a big relationship for you. Big D. All right. You know, it's going to be with that night. It's going to be one of those nights. But the star says we're destined to be together. Sort of we're guided to be together and all of that. We have that good feeling. We have all of the good things sort of coming in. With the star being that we're sort of destined to be together almost. So this is a good thing. It's a good thing sort of coming in. Now, Justice says that the relationship needs to be balanced. And currently maybe it's not. So be balanced means that everybody wants to contribute equally to making it work. You don't want to have one person constantly trying as much as they can to make it work, and the other person just like sitting there going, yeah, whatever. You want both parties to be equally involved. You want both parties to be passionate about it. We want everybody to be in an equal sitting in an equal setting type of thing with this. So Justice points to that. And the King of Swords says that this is the military leader. This is the dictator. This is I said dictator on the relationship with D. I already said it. The King of Swords, this is the authoritarian type personality. It's an authoritarian type personality. And Dallas, thank you for hanging out. But the King of Swords says to watch that. Don't let the person run over you. Don't let the D run you down. Make sure that you have an equal say and an equal share in the relationship. Don't let them try to override your thoughts. Make sure that you let them understand your needs and what you want out of the relationship. Make sure you have open communication. Don't let them be too authoritarian with you. That's going to be one of the key factors here. The world says overall, I think it's going to work out fine. It's going to work out. So there you go. I don't think there's anything big to worry about. A couple of things to sort of clean up. But overall, it looks pretty good. As with any relationship with D, you just want to get a handle on that. All right, Julie wants to know a small business loan. There we go. We're going to have good news with that. Let's see, Julie, JM, whoops. Are we going to get the small business loan? Are we not going to get? Yeah, don't let D get you down. You got to grab it. You just got to grab that D and get a handle on it. Okay, small business loan. Let's go back. Oh, let's go back to our regular screen there. By the way, in case you're wondering, that is the Romantic Victorian Tarot. Romantic Victorian Tarot. All right, now that we have run the sex jokes into the ground, let's get the, it has been a minute. Oh, it's been a lot of minutes since we've used this one. Can anybody remember the last time we've used this one? I can't. This is the Hush Tarot. Abby Ab, new here. Will I get the grades I desire? There you go. Appreciate that reading is giving a lot of clarity, little things out of my mind. That's good. Jody Jingles, what is going on? All right. It has been a minute since we have used this, for sure. Okay, Julie, thank you for hanging out on the channel. I appreciate you. Here we go. I don't want all reversed cards. That's my one pet peeve about reversals, is when you get all reversed cards. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. So I can handle 1 or 2 reversals, but all reverse cards is just too much. Okay, we're going to get the loan or not. We're going to have good news or not. What is going to happen with all of that? The 7 of Cups says that we have opportunities here. The 2 of Cups, I think that we get it. The Wheel says we have day-to-day things. We get it. And the 5 of Cups says we get it as well. It's almost like that you get it, but it's not enough. We have that feeling that you get it and it's not enough. Just like the World Is Not Enough movie, you know, the James Bond movie. There you go. But it's not enough. We end with the 5 of Cups. We end with this disappointment feel. So what do we get before that? We got a lot of cups here. This is very emotional for you. This is something where you're really counting on it. You're really counting on it. I think you have a lot in mind. I think that you get excited about the business. We're ready to start the business. You have all of these unique ideas. I think you have all of these cool things that you want to take into the business. You have all the things that you want to sort of wrap up and run with and get into the business going full speed. And you get excited. We get excited about this. So that's what we're sort of looking at. And you have done a lot of research. You've done a lot of work. And I think we're ready to go at this point in a lot of ways. But I think you do get the loan. I think we get the loan. So how does this work? The 7 of Cups points to that we have all of these opportunities. All the cups are there with all filled with all different things, giving us opportunities and cool things that we can do and we can get. So you do have options there. The 2 of Cups, we get it. The Lovers, we get, not really the Lovers, but you know, the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups points to a creational aspect as well. If you look at the medical tarot stuff that I've been doing, the 2 of Cups points to sort of this creational thing where you have a pregnancy to where you have fertility. And it points to sort of that thing to where we're creating things out of that. Now, the Wheel indicates day-to-day business, or things come around that go around. In other words, we get it. We have these good news. Jancy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. We get it. We have these good news, and we're able to get started with our business. But something happens. Something happens, and it just derails you a bit, and you have to sort of recover from it. Could this be that we start, but it's not as successful as we wanted it to be? Could it be it started, but it's overwhelming? There's too many things to do. There's too much. We have other priorities. Could another priority pop up that we didn't expect, and now we're sort of derailed? Yes, I think the 5 of Cups points to that. But if you want to know if you get it, let's ignore this. I'll say absolutely we get it. We have a lot of indicators that we get it. But we can't ignore the last card. The last card does say you have something unexpected coming. So it's going to derail you a little bit. It is unexpected, but I mean, it's not terrible. If it was terrible, it'd be like the Tower or something, but it's just something sort of emotional that happens in between there. Anyway, good luck with the business, Julie. I wish you the best of luck. All right, JB wants to know, should I buy a house soon? This is the time. This is the time. It is. House sales are down. We have a lot of stuff going on with houses. The interest rate is ridiculously low. I mean, if you're going to buy a house, this is really the good time. So let's find out what the cards say about that. By the way, Solus, welcome. What's going on? By the way, entertainment purposes only. Never buy a house based upon tarot cards. You know, that's a lot of money. You wanna use your better judgment there. Use your better judgment. You need to use the better judgment when we walk into that kind of stuff there. All right, we'll try the Wizard's Tarot. One of my new favorites. I just don't use it enough. I'm kind of waiting for my own tarot deck. I'm going to use the Jesus out of that tarot deck. I'm just saying, I got a lot of cards I'm excited about. The more cards I do, the more excited about I am. And I'm going to print out a prototype deck in the next week. So I'm going to have it printed. It takes a month to print, unfortunately, but I want to get a prototype. I want to get it in my hands so I can, you know, look at it, make sure it looks good, make sure there's nothing weird, make sure the colors pop, but they're not over the top, etc. So buying a house, the King of Cups, the Emperor, it's like we can't, the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Can you? Can you? Let me know. I mean, let me know. Jancy, do you have money to buy a house right now? Is it ready to buy a house? Is it something where you're ready to go? You just have the money in the pocket. You have everything pre-approved. You're just waiting. I mean, like, what's happening here? Because the Emperor says we don't have the power. We don't have the ability. We don't have the power right now. We're waiting for something. We're trying to get something else in line almost. Sort of waiting. We're trying to get things up and running. The Eight of Pentacles says we do get it. We do get whatever it is. We do sort of get that in the row. The Three of Cups, a celebratory aspect where we do end up getting a house. So I don't know. There's something between you and the house. There's something between you and the house right now. The Emperor, the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups is a very powerful card. Talks about the emotions are there, or the emotional stability, able to sort of get everything leveled out, get everything available emotionally. It seems emotionally we may not be ready. I don't know what that means about buying a house if you had money and it's just sitting there. But the Emperor says you don't have the power. Something's in between you and the house. So, but as far as buying the house, the Eight of Pentacles points to an investment. We have the money going out, the money leaving. We're ready to go with the Eight of Pentacles. And then the Three of Cups, we have a celebration. We have a scenario to where things go well and it's successful and it's looking good for that. So I would like to see some other cards as well. Let's pull some more cards. I mean, I rarely do this, but basically it says, yes, you do end up getting a house. I want to know what in the world's going on. If you got money in the pocket, like what is even happening with all that garbage? But something emotional, something weird going on with all of that. The Six of Pentacles, why would that even be here? Six of Pentacles points to, it points to giving money. It's like you owe the money. Or maybe it's too much of a burden if you have the money already. That doesn't make any sense. But okay, the Six of Pentacles is giving out money. We're handing out money. We're giving it out. And when we have that here, it almost means that you owe the money somewhere else, or you're going to owe more money to somebody else. And maybe it's because the loan doesn't work out quite numerically as you thought it would, or you end up owing some other bills. Maybe you're behind on something because of the house purchase or something, but there seems to be like we're owing money. The Four of Cups, the Lord of Blended Pleasure, says that it's a bittersweet purchase. We're not excited about the transaction overall. We're not excited once we get it, but we do go ahead and get it. I mean, so you know, you have a bunch of opportunities and none of the opportunities are sort of working out type feel. The Moon reversed, again, we're back to emotions. There's something weird going on. There's something emotionally up. You have the King of Cups backwards. You got the moon backwards. Something's up emotionally. Something's going on. Maybe we're leaving a place that is stable. Maybe we're leaving a place we have a lot of friends. Maybe we're leaving a place where we know everything. We're going to an unfamiliar place. Or maybe the house that is available isn't the one we want. But overall, it's a bad emotional thing. We have an emotional hit from it. But it looks like that we can get it. It looks like we do get it, and you have the celebration. So I think you buy it, and you have the celebration, but you take an emotional hit. And something about giving money out. It could be you owe more money. Maybe the HOA is more money than you expected, which makes no sense. But or you find out that there's some extra things that you need to pay for that you didn't know about. So you have to give out that money, or maybe bills that are now running late because of it. A bunch of different things going on there. It just looks more complex than just a simple yes or no, obviously, as you just saw. So anyway, okay, Mimi wants to know. Okay, Queen Famous has asked this question a couple of days. Sorry about not getting to your Queen Famous. Let's knock this out here. All right. He wanted to be with me. Why is he showing me something different? Let's find out about that. So, Bernard is saying something, but he's acting different. Oh no, that disconnect. Nobody likes that disconnect. That is for sure. Let's find out about that with the bonfire. Oh no. Now let's find out about that with a Thoth derivative of the Rosetta. I mean, that's hard. Queen, that's hard. It is because somebody says something and now they don't act like it, and now you're like, I don't know how much credit to give what he just said, because what he's doing is totally different. That's hard. That you're sort of leaning on maybe they're lying, or sort of leaning on maybe that's what they hope, maybe they hope that, but I don't know. The Seven of Swords, the Moon, the Two of Swords. That's interesting. All right. The Ace of Wands. I think that they truly want to. I think they truly want to be with you. The Ace of Wands. They want to take that action, the beginning of action, the start of all of that. So it's pretty. There's a bit of an excitement around that. It seems like that they want to take some action. They do want to get some things going. Now, futility says that if it gets going, it could be very challenging, because they're already sort of looking at other people. They're already sort of shopping. They're doing a bit of window shopping right now as well. Futility says it's going to be difficult to start that up. It's going to be difficult if we go into that. The Moon reverse too says that the person's going to be disconnected emotionally. I don't think that they want to settle. They don't want to settle. They want to have something quick and easy. Then they want to move on to something else. As long as those options are hovering around, as long as we have these opportunities sitting around us, it's going to be pretty tempting to do that. So they do want to start something with somebody. We do want to start something. They have that urge, they have that desire, and they're reaching out, they're getting the feelers out. But futility says that if you accept that, if you go with that, you're going to be in an uphill battle. The Moon, the emotional disconnect. I just want to be with you, maybe physically. I just want to be with you for a temporary time. But the Moon says we want that deep emotional connection with our lover. We want to be able to have those emotions sharing. We want to be exclusive to that person, and we want to have a good relationship with them. And the Moon says that's going to be sort of challenging. We see that with the futility, basically, in other words, don't do it type thing. But again, entertainment purposes only. This is only tarot cards. The Two of Swords says peace. I think that you eventually understand the motivations. You eventually understand where the person's coming from. You make your choice, and I think you're happy with the end choice. So Two of Swords, peace, says that we're happy with the result. So whatever you choose, I think you're happy with it. But sort of being on the fence at this point is difficult for you. It also says sort of make that choice, make a choice, and be happy with it. But I think you are. I think you make the proper choice and everything turns out fine. So anyway, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's rough. They say something, they do something else, and now you're like, I don't know how much weight to give what they're coming out of their mouth because it doesn't make sense. Okay, Wolfie, so he's feeling the same good things you feel for him. Got my light seers. Yes, that's awesome. My son, who's a Capricorn, wanted to do real estate. He is in the second year of college studying business. Should he do real estate? All right, let's check it out. Okay, MC. Whoa. Real estate, yes or no? Maybe you should help. Let's see. Maybe you should help Jancy buy a house. Real estate, yes or no? What's a good real estate deck? I'm going to go with This Might Hurt Tarot. You got to go with it. You got to do it tonight. Sometime tonight, we need to do this type of tarot. By the way, the waterfall, if you're looking for a good deck, if you're looking for a great deck, the Waterfall Tarot is sitting on Kickstarter, waiting for you. This Might Hurt Tarot's right there. Okay. He's in the second year of college studying business. Real estate's a pretty good, it's detailed, but it's pretty good. Let's figure out. This is entertainment purposes only, by the way. Never make a career choice based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Just don't do it, especially one that spams his tarot deck. It's just sit there and just spams that thing on the chat. Okay. The Nine of Swords says it's better than nothing. The Two of Wands, they have better options. The Ten of Wands, they don't really want to deal with it. The Four of Pentacles, I think they want more money. Okay, so everybody's spamming the Waterfall Tarot. All right, Elaine, hello, what's going on? Welcome to the spam, Elaine. Yeah, they got other things that are better. Okay, so basically, we'll run through it. The Four of Pentacles, they want something that has more money. I think they want something that has more money. That's a lot of running around. You got to deal with idiots. You don't make as much money as you could with a proper business thing going, etc., etc. I mean, there's that. They want more money. They want something that's stable, something that's not random, because real estate's random. We just had the coronavirus shut down real estate. It shut it down for 2 months, more, 3 months, maybe 4 months if you're in one of the blue states. But I mean, what kind of business do you want where you can just get shut down for 4 months? The Four of Pentacles says they want something that has more money, more reliable. In other words, I can get a paycheck. I can get a reliable paycheck from it. It's not something where I have to guess and hope and pray that somebody will be around. Not something I have to join a real estate group or something and then beg people to go look at houses. The Ten of Wands as well. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of difficult work. The Ten of Wands reversed. They don't want that burden. They really don't want that burden. The Two of Wands, they want something better. They're sort of looking out into dominion. They're proud of what they have learned. I think they have ideas for their own thing. But yeah, I think it's something that they would not be interested in. I don't think they're going to be interested in it. You see just indicator after indicator of maybe this is not something that I really want to do. And a lot of that seems to be related to they have some ambitions. They have things that they are interested in. They have things that they are excited about. So maybe that doesn't align to what they're excited about. Maybe that doesn't align to their aspirations, their goals, and things like that. So it could be that as well. Okay. All right. We're going to go to the ending soon screen. Wrap this up pretty soon here. Take one more. But anyway, MC, good luck with all that. Good luck with all of that. He looked at me weirdly. All right. Does anybody have a question? Let me know. These are random. I'm doing random. Whoa. There is no list. Donations take priority. And then I just throw the dice. I throw the dice out. You know, you got to throw the dice. Oh my God, I have all this hair on my back. I hate getting a haircut because until you take a shower, you just got hair everywhere. How does Ronnie feel about me? Huh. We got another how does he feel about me? Let's do Ronnie. We'll do Ronnie. It is random. I mean, it is random. All right, JP. How does R feel about me? By the way, if you don't get your question answered, I'm here every single night. Every night. Can you believe that? I do. This week, I will do 10 live streams. Can you believe that? 10 live streams. That's nuts. You got to admit, that's nuts. That's dedication. That's a pure love for tarot because I have 50 decks. I mean, you got 50 decks. You've got to love tarot. You have to have that passion. Speaking of passion, I'm getting burned out on the Muse. I'm getting burned out on the Muse Tarot. Let me tell you now, I'm getting burned out on that one. I can feel it. I can feel this burnout happening every time I look at it. Oh, let's do something radically different. Let's do something let's get the tower. Why is the tower still on the screen? Do something radically different. A.G. Graham Cracker, what is going on? I'm just getting sick of the Muse. Getting sick of that Muse. I don't know. Is it bad? Is it bad that I don't like the Muse anymore? I'm falling out of love with that thing. I think it's because it's just this culmination of pictures. Maybe that's it? Maybe that's it. But anyway, I have no idea what this tarot deck is, but this is cute and I want to use it. So there we go. Come back tomorrow. If you didn't get your question answered, I'll be here every single night. Every single night. We got the 4 fossils, the rat falcon, and the polar bear. The rat falcon, the polar bear. How does R feel about you? The ram, earthly father, the emperor thing. I think they like what they see, but they have their own ideas. They have their own ideas. So the rat, I keep thinking of Lenormand when I see the mice, the rat, seeker of feathers, the seeker of shells. I mean, it's almost like that. They have their own ideas on what they want in a relationship that may not correspond to what you want. So if you're wondering how they feel about you, I think that they like you. They have some interest towards that. They do have a bit of this almost selfish side to where they want something maybe that doesn't align up with what you want. The 4 fossils, a bit of the selfish side. It comes from sort of this maybe overbearing or maybe selfish. In other words, I want what I want, and then I'm willing to listen to what you want. So you could have this mixture of a bit of the commanding nature, a bit of that leading nature combined with a bit too much on the selfish side. But yeah, as far as the seekers, it seems like we do have the ability to get a relationship started. Make sure that they don't have another relationship going. It's almost like that we have something else happening, something else going. We got a couple of fishing lines in the pond and we're trying to figure out which one we want to take. So as far as that goes, sort of watch out for anything like that. Make sure that you're going to be the primary one there. Watch out for maybe a selfish side, maybe a bit of an overbearing side, or a side that wants what they want, and pretty much, they're going to take that for granted type thing. Anyway, a very mixture of things, but I think overall that they're interested. They're slightly interested there. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm here every single night, so join me again if you didn't get your question answered or you just want to hang out. I will be here, and we'll see you tomorrow.